It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Gonna get me. Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV.
Okay, you're not going to get me. I don't know if I caught the beginning of that or not.
I'm not sure. Probably not.
Probably not. I'm terrible.
It's Tuesday. It's Halloween.
It is. Whoop, whoop. I love Halloween.
Halloween is so fun.
It's one of my favorite holidays. I mean, that and Christmas are really kind of two that I really like. But
And Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving,
rolls,
yeah, I like it.
All of it. The fall season.
Yes, all flows together.
Yeah. I see people making the post, I hope you're happy now, because it's like 20 degrees and they're freezing and summer's over and no more lakes and rivers. Hey, I love the lakes and rivers. Absolutely. But I also love 'tis the season, right?
It is.
I like when it gets cold after it's been hot for 3 months. And
That is the best part of living here, is you get all the seasons.
yes, you do.
Some of them may change a little quicker than others,
Yeah.
but we get all the seasons, and I like that. I like that.
Well, you might get all the seasons in one day,
Yeah, you can. I've seen that too.
right?
And that's the thing. I don't know that I would love to be up north where it's winter majority of the time,
No.
and you get very little summer, if anything.
Yeah.
But neither would I want to be somewhere that it was all summer all the time
No.
and didn't really get a winter. So
Yeah.
this is a great place to live. You get all seasons.
And then sometimes during the wintertime, it just pops into the 60s, and because it's cold most of the time, the 60s feels warm.
Oh, it
and
feels
you love
hot.
it. And you're walking outside in a t-shirt.
Yep.
When it goes the other way, when it's been 100 all the time and it drops to 60, you're like, brr, because your
Brr.
body gets acclimated to the summer. So
I
it's
like that brr.
I know, right? But
The
it's
sound
Halloween.
effects.
I've got a
is.
few.
All right, so you haven't been here since Thursday.
Right.
All right, here's the question. Did you get to work on your camper? The rain probably held that
The
off.
rain held it off.
I
I didn't
figured.
get to work
I
on it
figured.
Sunday. And yesterday I could have. I was off, but I decided to just stay home and watch TV. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need a break. Which Sunday was a break too, because I was off Sunday. But it was a rainy day, and with the wife, and we made good food and sat around, watched TV, and so I guess I needed 2 days of it. But tonight is going to be an adventuresome time. I mean, all the things are going on. So
It is, and it's we've got the weather for it. I mean, this is this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
You got. We were talking earlier. You got Halloween. You got deer hunting that's about to start, and there's nothing worse than going deer hunting in a t-shirt.
yeah,
It doesn't feel like deer hunting weather.
Right.
It's got to be cold. It's supposed to be chilly. It's supposed to,
Mm-hmm.
so it's hitting that time of year that we're where we need to be. So.
exactly. It's just the way it is.
Now,
But I've heard that. I don't hunt, but I've heard that nobody wants to go out in the woods when it's warm and try to hunt a deer. You want it to be cool.
Yeah.
And there's just something different about it.
there is.
So-
That you ain't got to deal with the ticks and all the other stuff
Oh.
that come with
No, thank
it
you.
being warm. So
Mhm.
it's kind of nice. I do deer hunting. I love it, and I want cold weather when I go
Yeah.
out. I mean, I bundle up and I'm good.
Yeah. I got the heated vest. Guess I could do it. Wear the heated vest.
I'm not I've got some tree stands and stuff, and it does get chilly when you get up in a stand and you're just sitting there, not moving. Eventually, even though you're bundled up, you start getting a little chilly and this and
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I'm the one that I like to move around a little bit, so
Yeah.
as long as I'm moving around a little bit and walking around and kind of
Create
taking my
body
time,
heat.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm
My
fine.
feet and hands will get cold the fastest if I'm just sitting. Even if I'm wearing gloves and wool socks, if I'm just sitting for the extremities, the blood flow, I guess, is not the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I hear you.
Well, I have to tell everybody, we sucked it up and we did the Field the Terror.
Yes, we did.
Me and my wife and you and your wife.
It was awesome.
And it was really, really good. Unfortunately, that was the last night. They did it on Fridays and Saturdays, and we went last Saturday, and that was the last night for their thing. And I know, they just moved to Gasville and bought this building and this land. And they did an outstanding job. I mean, I got to give them that. They really did. It is kind of funny, because it seems like every time I go through one local that I'll run into somebody that I know or I've coached or something. And
they scare you first and then say,
well,
Scooter.
This time they did. Last time they were just, as soon as they see me, hey, Coach Scooter, kind of ruins the whole thing that's going on. But this time they did a really good job. They actually, one of them scared the tar out of me. I didn't even see them. And that's what gets me more than anything when they just jump out. It's like you're not even expecting at that point. And then kind of followed me through the trail to the next scene. And then right as we're about to, hey, Coach Scooter, it's me.
Then you put your guard down, and then the next scene that comes along, they get you because you think, it's all right.
Next scene was that kid's dad, which did it also.
He did too.
There we go.
Once it got done. He's like, my son's up there at the beginning. He goes, he said hi.
He said hi. Yeah. But Phil's Terror did a great job. I got to give him credit. We had a ball.
Yeah, and they're going to step it up even more next year.
Yes. Next year's the big year for them. They didn't have time to do everything that they wanted to this year with moving and everything that they want. But they have got plans, and they're going to be working this year, getting next year ready, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah. I think next year we're just going to have to pick out a few and go to them.
Yeah.
We're going to have to, there's the one in Bakersfield. There's one up in Missouri that takes a couple hours to get to, and it takes a couple hours just to get through it, but my daughter's gone to it and says it's awesome.
I've been to both of them.
You've been to that too? Yeah.
And they are really, really good. And I like that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
My wife seems to enjoy it now. When we first got together, she wasn't so much about the haunted houses. But.
Well, Carla didn't want to do it at all, but she went because I was going and about squeezed my hand off, especially with the ring on. She had a hold of these 3 fingers and was crushing it. I had to tell her to let go.
Well, I've got to say this because our wives are making us, but we have amazing wives.
Amazing.
Just amazing.
Are they watching and hearing it?
I'm hoping, because we said it out in public. So
that's right.
I'm hoping.
We're going to get them all 37 seconds.
Oh, wait. Yeah, it was 27 seconds.
27 seconds.
And they know what happens if we give them 30.
Yeah. And we have 3 seconds left.
Yeah. But no, they both had a ball and seemed to have a great time.
Yeah. I got to bring out the laugh that I did as the clown.
Yes.
I was messing with them as much as they were messing with us.
Oh, I saw you jump a few times.
I did. There was one.
Don't get me wrong. You jumped.
There was one part where you thought it was over.
Yes.
When you came out of the bus and it opened up real wide and there was a building to the left and they made kind of a makeshift fence line. I thought it was over, but watch out.
They did a good job on the bus because it had the fog that went to the top of the seats, and that's it.
Yeah.
And they could have done more with having something in there to jump out you, but I thought that was cool.
It was.
That was pretty neat.
Yeah,
I was
with
like,
the red
man,
lights.
you could do a lot with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
and I wrote that at the end. They have this little survey thing to ask what you liked and didn't like. I liked it all, but I had said put somebody in the bus.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. You got to have somebody in there. That's what I was expecting.
So you going trick-or-treating tonight?
Yep. Can Man is, he's 12, and really I think he could be let loose into a neighborhood, and you just chill at a corner and let him go through it all. But they're still, he's got a little stepbrother that, a couple years younger than him, so they'll be going together and we'll all be going with them. And so
now, do you just kind of follow them and let them do their thing and just kind of follow them and watch? Yeah.
Well, and one year when it was kind of rainy and stuff, we would just go ahead and drive, and we would be following his dad and stepmom and just driving around and just following them, watching them do it. But if you ask me, he's at the point now you could just let him loose with some friends in the neighborhood. So I told Carla, I was like, this got to be the last year that we roll with him. Because when he's 13...
Yeah, he ain't going to want you.
You don't. Well, you don't.
You don't.
You don't.
You want to do your own thing. You're big and tall. And
yeah. I mean, I was doing my own thing at 10, but it was a different world back then.
It was.
So
It was.
I really was.
It's not the same.
No, but
Unfortunately.
you gotta let go next year at least. Just let him go do his thing.
We're talking about anything and everything today because we don't have a guest today.
Yeah.
Our guest couldn't make it, so we're just kind of filling in, and we may play a video just kind of depending on how time goes.
Sure.
But just talking about what all's going on, and so
That's it.
we are debating going to a haunted thing tonight, which just kind of depends on how things play out.
Yeah.
They've got over in Henderson, they've got a haunted hotel. Lake Norfolk Resort, right as you cross the bridge, has got a thing going on. So I think that depending on how the day plays out, and I know you guys got trick or treating to do and everything else, and so that's something that's on our radar.
I think that'd be cool.
Once we went through one, we were hooked. If there was another one we could have went to that night,
We probably could have.
we could have. If I would have known it was there, we probably would have drove from one to the other.
Yeah.
Because I was psyched out when we got done.
Oh, yeah.
I
You
was,
wanna
I
do
was
it
pumped.
again.
I was ready.
Yeah. You're right. You want to do it again. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded drove it up to Bakersfield, but after standing in line and going through it, and it was almost, I think, 10, I was like, well, do I really want to?
Yeah,
We ended up going home, going straight to bed, but we need to plan that next time.
We
That
do.
hop a couple
We need to
of them.
plan a few of them where we can just drive around and get a bunch of them knocked out.
Yeah. It'd be cool.
Keep that heart rate going.
Yeah, all night long.
Woohoo!
It's good to get the heart rate up.
It is.
So this
I agree.
exercise in the morning.
I agree.
Get the heart rate up, start your day.
Why don't we start the show?
Are you sure?
I don't know. What do you think?
All right.
Hey, I do want to say one thing because one of our sponsors, I got to give them credit, Car Care. Car Care is one of our sponsors, and I have a 2005 Ford Excursion
Big.
that we haven't probably cleaned that truck in forever. We took a trip. That's when we took the ski trip last year in it.
Yeah.
And then my son drove it for a number of months, and you can only imagine.
Right.
And, so we took it in there and had them detail the truck, and it looks brand new.
Nice.
I mean, the carpet, just the little details was awesome.
Getting
They
in the
do a great
fence.
job, and they clean all of our vehicles and stuff. I mean, their regular cleaning is great, but that detail was amazing. I mean, little crevices they get in and just leave nothing unturned.
Yeah.
So, just want to tell everybody if you need to get your car cleaned, I know once weather starts and we start getting stuff and they start putting stuff on the road, and you can drive through Car Care anytime. They'll get you through it. They'll get that stuff cleaned off, and they do an amazing job. They're just amazing people over there.
Excellent. Very good.
So
Car
I wanted
Care.
to throw that out there.
Car Care on Highway 62 business, I would say, up by Next Motorsport. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're over by Next Motorsports.
Next
Yeah.
Motorsports.
You can't miss them. They got a sign outside, Car Care Mountain Home, but they'll clean it inside and out, and they do an outstanding job. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Very good. Go see Car Care. Get your car detailed.
There you go.
All right. Hospice of the Ozarks. They sponsor the morning prayer, so we'll pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, we'll watch over all the children that's going to be out trick-or-treating tonight, all the candy that's going to be given out. Woo, the rotten teeth. Be careful and watch out if you're driving around in neighborhoods with your little, for the others that are just walking around, and just keep everybody safe and happy, and let's have a good night. Let's also watch out for our first responders and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedom. And this I pray, amen.
Amen.
Hospice.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No,
Oh.
no, you go right ahead, and then I'll chime in.
Hospice of the Ozarks. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. Still a nonprofit 501c3, there's never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains as a part of their mission. If you are taking care of somebody, they do respite care. You can give them a call at 870-508-1200. Set up a little time, get you a day or two break. It's good to recharge, because if you don't take care of yourself, it's hard to take care of somebody else. Isn't that right, Scooter?
That is true.
Yep.
That is true.
Yep.
And I did want to say, 'cause you were talking about Halloween there a minute ago in the prayer, but yeah, with all the kids running around tonight, be careful. But I did want to mention, we have a great community, and it's always awesome. I've taken my kids around trick-or-treating as they were growing up in this area, and it's just been awesome. But keep in mind that not everybody wants to celebrate it and get involved if their porch lights are off.
That's right.
Just kind of pass up the house and move on to the next one. And there's plenty of porch lights that will be on.
Oh,
and
there will
plenty
be.
of community
Everybody
support.
knows.
But
Yeah.
respect both ways.
Yeah.
You need to respect everybody. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Indian Creek, there'll be a bunch of lights on. The subdivision that's over by Baxter Lab.
Yep.
And there's one house that we can't wait to go by. The guy really does up the outside. We drove by the other day, and he was still putting stuff together. This was probably a week and a half ago that we drove through, and he's out, table saw, cutting stuff.
Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody's got that neighbor.
Oh, man. And that's that, I can't remember the name of the station, but the one on 201 North, right behind that gas station. What is the name of that gas station? I can't remember, but you go to the road right next to it, straight back, and then take a left when you come to the T, and it's that house on the corner where you'd go right. Anyway, that's how we describe where to go in this.
There you go. Where the old barn used to be. It burned down 3 years ago.
That's
Remember
right.
that? No.
You know what I'm talking about.
All right, we're going to go ahead, since it's 7:16, actually take a break and then come back with the weather.
Sounds good.
All right, be right back. Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Do you suffer from neuropathy? Do you experience pain, tingling, numbness, freezing, or burning in your feet or hands? Are you tired of painful days and sleepless nights? If you've been diagnosed with neuropathy or are experiencing pain or numbness, pick up the phone and call us right now before it's too late. Neuropathy is a very serious and progressive disease where your nerves begin to break down. With time, it can lead to balance problems, falls, disability, and in some cases, amputation. Our unique program addresses the actual causes and doesn't simply mask your symptoms. Many of our patients start experiencing relief within weeks. There is no use of prescription drugs or surgery. Pick up the phone right now and call to see if you qualify for our neuropathy treatment program that has changed thousands of lives. You do not have to suffer through life any longer. Get back to the life you deserve. Call now before it is too late.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Well, this segment is brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora of Century 21 Lemac Realty. It was a little different this time because we're just blabbing away.
Yeah, and we're kind of throwing commercials in a little differently because we're dragging it out. But
it's okay.
It doesn't matter. I don't know if you're looking at selling, if you're looking at buying, if you're just looking at the area to kind of figure out if this is somewhere you want to be. The Z Team can get you all the information you need because they are involved in the community. They have a great customer service, and they can fill you in with all the details. You want to know what's going on in the community, things to do, blah, 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 get to know where you're wanting to move. They're it.
That's it.
I mean, like I said, they are heavily involved in activities that are going on in the community. So they know how it is to live in this community. You know, they know they're not just here just to sell a home. They want to get you the right home for the right time in your life.
Exactly.
There's my 2 cents.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Go ahead.
Let's show them their website.
Okay.
You know, we keep talking about they've got lots of information and stuff on it. Might as well pull it up. Century 21 Lemac.
They've got an amazing website here.
Yeah, the Z Team, retiredtoarkansas.net, and you can see featured properties down here. They have their homepage, of course, their about page, listings, estate services, media, the live webcam. Here's their testimonials. I'm sure there's a bunch. Let's just click on it and see. So you can scroll through. And these are all real people. You know how some websites could be.
Oh yeah.
And lots of happy clients. So that's always nice to see. They go to media. Bob does a radio show, the morning show with us, and other videos about the area. They're, like I said, their listings and the live webcam. So this is what Scooter will pull up here in just a sec. You can see. Oh, there's the horseshoe bend of the White River. There's the camera that moves around. Easy to find, isn't it? And then you just click on it and open it up. And now this is me doing it. So, but we'll let Scooter do it now.
Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and bring up the actual full cameras here.
Oh, my goodness. Look how beautiful that is.
What a beautiful morning.
Can you see the Frosty?
Yes.
See it on the field?
Here, let me do this, and you'll really see the frost on the field.
There we go. And then it moves on us. But that's okay. That is the White River here in Arkansas. Oh, buddy, if you want to catch fish and you want a guide to show you where the honey hole is, that's the river to do it on. And we have a lot of tourism because of it. And then while they're here, they're thinking, this place is great.
Yeah.
I think I might move here, or maybe I'll get a vacation home here. Maybe later on retire here. And that's why you go to retiredtoarkansas.net.
Exactly.
You can find their listings, the MLS listings, a plethora of information about the Ozarks. But these camera views we happily bring you every day because look at that. That just tells you where we live. That's amazing. You can see David's Island there to the right off in the distance. I dubbed thee David's Island just
you
because.
You dubbed thee David's
just
Island.
Just because. And but past that is Mountain Home. In the center is Missouri. And to the left is Bull Shoals. Quite the view that they have there. And I love that they bring it to us. When it's snowing, like during the day, this beautiful view, and it's snowing out. Or even at night, it looks like Star Wars. It's really cool.
It's just cool to be able to look and see what's going on outside and
right?
And have a good view with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just awesome.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of screensavers from these, so I'll save them and then put them on my backgrounds and stuff like that. And
really pretty.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Definitely.
It's cool to have backgrounds from your own area.
That's right. Brought to you by the Z Team. You can give them a call at 870-405-0793. Go to retiredtoarkansas.net. where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and I mean, they just a lot of information. Area info. I'm going to click on that real quick. Let's just.
All right, let me get back over here and bring it up.
And it's, there we go. See? Area info. They have the lakes, river, city, county, state links, veteran relocation specialist. the gun show that happens in April and July, and it just goes on and on. Look how it doesn't stop. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. So, I mean, just that's what I'm talking about when I say a plethora of information, and not just the area info, but state services and media. Let's go to videos. Here we go. Look at the different videos that Bob has done. You can scroll through them, and they're talking about the area, things going on. I see a plethora of information.
So that's where you get that from.
That's
plethora
where I get that
of
from.
Information.
Yes, sir. That's how I do. Look at that. Look at the smoke
on the water.
That is amazing.
No.
Even right now, you could be out there fishing. It is cold, but you can bundle up, and it's brisk.
I'll bet somewhere on the river there's people that are out.
Oh, there's diehards that just, yeah.
They'll bundle up. They'll go out. They'll catch some fish.
Definitely. Beautiful view brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora there with Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. And tonight, Century 21 across from McDonald's and the one that's over by Walmart will be doing their trick-or-treat thing where you can walk through the building and they'll be dressed up, giving out candy. We go to that. We'll go to that one tonight with Can Man. And,
awesome.
And yeah, so we'll go through there first and then take them to some neighborhoods so they can trick-or-treat at some houses. But they always do a great job.
Awesome.
I know, right?
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Well, they bring the weather for us this morning.
Are you sure?
Yeah. They always bring the weather for us. They do the weather, the dam reports, and
that's right. The weather brought to you by the Z Team. In Mountain Home, it's 28. Harrison at 28. Let's press play on this real quick. Batesville at 28. Yaleville at 26. Marshall at 27. Salem at 23. Mountain View at 27. Calico Rock at 28. West Plains, Missouri at 23. Springfield at 25. Poplar Bluff at 28. St. Louis at 26. Woo! Baby, it's cold outside.
It is.
Mm-hmm. National Weather Radar doesn't really show a whole lot. You can see up in the north near the Great Lakes, they're going to be getting some snow in Wisconsin and Michigan. Southern part of the states, just patchy stuff in Texas, a little bit in Louisiana, going across some of the southeastern states. In Arkansas and Missouri, I believe it's going to be a pretty day. Don't you, Scooter?
Yeah,
Look
I
at
think
it.
the colder weather's kind of pushed some of the moisture out.
Yep. I'll take it. And here we go. Watches and warnings.
Please hold.
What's
freeze
that?
warnings.
Freeze warnings all across Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, most of...
we told you it was cold.
Yeah, most of the south central, kind of into the northeast. Anyway, it's cold. 7-day forecast. Now until 9 a.m. Tuesday. So until 9 a.m. we have a freeze warning. And then today it'll be sunny and a high of 45. A high of 45. It went quick, didn't it? Tonight, clear, low of 23. Woo! Wednesday, sunny, high of 49. Wednesday night, mostly clear, low of 28. Thursday, sunny, high of 56. Thursday night.
Is that right?
What's
Thursday night?
Thursday night, mostly clear, low of 34.
Oh, 34. It looked like 14 from... I've got it on a little screen on mine, and I'm like, no, tell me that ain't so. All right, I'll take 34. Never mind.
Yeah. Friday, sunny, high of 62. Friday night, mostly clear, and a low of 43. Man, it's cold outside. Pollen count today, none for trees. Grass is low, ragweed is low.
I think I may go ahead and take that out for now. The allergy season's kind of over, and it's all ending. And
you know what? Here, I'm just going to, boop, it's gone.
Okay.
No more. Norfolk Lake water level 553.26. Level is 1.26 feet above full pool, and they are still shut down. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 653.60. Level is 5.4 feet above full pool, and they're generating, what did I write down? 2?
Sure.
I don't think I did. Oh, wait. I had it on the other page. 2.
Come prepared.
Well, I switched out the page this morning. Anyway. Yeah, there it is. 2.
2. All right. They're generating 2.
That is Look at Your Weather, brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. We recommend them.
Yes, we do.
Give them a holler. And with that, we'll
take another break.
All right.
And then we'll be back with some community news.
Brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn of Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Mow, dig, haul. The L-Series compact tractor offers ultimate versatility, along with a great ownership experience and service that only your local Kubota dealer can deliver. The #1 selling compact tractor in Arkansas, and built-in quality and reliability for a great price. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today. Get the L-Series tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This part of Community News is brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. They're on the west side of town.
Can't miss them.
No.
They
Huge
got
selection.
Tractors lined up all along the road. You
Yes,
cannot miss this place.
Mm-hmm. It's like a football field long, right?
They carry everything from the little tiny tractors to zero-turn mowers, all the way up to your big commercial tractors and all your implements and your parts. And I mean, they are big business, but they carry a lot of parts.
Yeah.
I've got an old Kubota M9000. It's a big tractor, and they carry all the parts anytime I've ever needed.
Very good.
They've got me taken care of. Their rates are great. They got a great service department. They can service anything that's out there. Just go in there. They're great people. They're fun to talk to. They really enjoy their job, and to me that makes a difference when you go into somewhere and it's a fun place to go into.
Yeah.
And
nobody wants to dread going in somewhere.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
No, I can't talk any highly. They really have always taken care of me, and they're very friendly, and it's just a great place.
Good. They're located at 4423 Highway 62 West here in Mountain Home. You can give them a call at 870-425-3434 and go to ozarksfarmandlawn.com, or you can see down at the bottom, it's scrolling their deals. You can see 0 down, 0 APR for 36 months, 0 for 60 months. and they'll have some cash back, up to $8,000 cash back, paying cash, or 0% financing for 60 months. You don't find that right now, 0%.
No.
I mean, rates are, being jacked from the feds, trying to tamper inflation. And so if you can find 0% on something brand new, buddy, you better jump on it.
Jump on it in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So use, as my dad always said, use somebody else's money.
Yep. Reinvest
your money to make you money. That's the only way.
That's how you make money. I'll give you that.
There you go. All right. In community news, and it's coming up. Here we go. 71st Annual Mountain Home Lions Club Auction online, November 13th through the 16th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. nightly. You can get some great deals and help your community. You can watch on XL7-TV and listen on KTLO Radio 97.9. You can bid by calling 870-425-2266 or bid online at lionsclubauction.com. There'll be over 500 items up for bid. And this goes on every night from the 13th through the 16th, and it's a lot of fun. You can really get into it, that you find something that you like and you're bidding on it, and somebody's bidding against you, and next thing you know, you're paying triple its worth, but it's worth it because it's going to a good cause.
You had fun in the process.
Exactly. That's
the funnest part.
Yeah, very much so. So you'll be join us
and
for that.
I know last year you worked a lot in this seat that I'm in, and you were still bidding on your phone while
I was
doing the show.
Well, I think it was the first night I'm sitting there watching it. I'm thinking, that's pretty cool. And then the second night, I couldn't sit back anymore. So while I was on his computer doing the things to transition to commercial and all that, I was also on my phone, and it was really easy to get a bidder number and make an account. Yeah, very simple. And next thing I know, they're sitting here going, "Oh, it got bid up again," and I'm like, "Hee, that's me." And they had no idea. I never did say anything. Anyway, in other community news, I had this, but I was gonna. Right here, we were talking about the Lake Norfolk is having a Halloween event, the Haunted Hotel on the Hill, and tonight's the last night, the 31st, dark until 11 p.m. This costume contest was already the 28th. And Ultimate Auto Group, Halloween Trunk or Treat, that's tonight at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. They're going to have the fire trucks, vendors, food trucks, entertainment, and lots of candy. That'll be 7 to 9 p.m. You can call Ultimate at 870-425-2181 for more info. Christian Church of Mountain Home is having a trunk or treat from 6 to 8 p.m. That's tonight, open to the community. It looks like Flippin' Community Trunk or Treat. That'll be at Hickory Park. And the event is planned by the Flippin' High School FBLA chapter. That's from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. It looks like that one's gone. Trunk or treat at Bull Shoals United Methodist Church at 5 p.m. And then the last one here, Norfolk Fall Festival, October 31st at the North Fork Youth Center from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. The event is free, sponsored by local churches. Norfolk Haunted House, October 31st, 6 to 9 p.m. They're at 49 City Hall Circle in Norfolk. All the things. And then we have November 3rd, the second annual Operation Stand Down, hosted by offices in Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Little Rock, Jonesboro, Pine Bluff, Arkadelphia, and Mountain View. Free dental treatment for veterans. Veterans must present their DD-214 for verification purposes to receive treatment. It includes acute urgent pain relief, extractions, restorative work, x-rays, prophylaxis, routine maintenance, and perio treatment. For more information or to schedule an appointment, contact Gina Chandler at gina.chandler@arkansas.gov or call 501-682-6487. Very good. And let's see, last but not least, we have NAYC, that's North Arkansas Youth Center, presents the Jerry Hopper Band November 4th, dinner at 5:30, auction at 6:15, and music from 7 to 9:30. They're at 412 Powell Street. And if you want to get a ticket to that, you can call 870-435-2850. And that's it.
All right.
That's our community news. Brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. With that, we're going to go ahead and take a break.
And then we've got a quick video that we're going to show you guys. So we'll be back after that.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors like German chocolate cake and sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience. Located in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn or at their Harrison address across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental. Let Paradise Cream cater your next event, because you're on your way to paradise.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Have you ever?
Few people have a lukewarm reaction to the sight of a black bear. The most typical response is probably fear, followed closely by a sense of wonder. For some, black bears are a symbol of wilderness. For Myron Means, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission's black bear biologist, bears elicit respect and admiration.
Their physiology, the lifestyle that they've evolved into, a feast and a fast lifestyle, you know, being able to go without food for 4 to 5 months at a time, have a gestation period, give birth, wean cubs. They're a truly remarkable animal.
The story of Arkansas's black bears almost ended tragically, but now it's literally a textbook example of wildlife management at its finest.
It was thought at the time of pre-settlement that Arkansas had maybe as many as 50,000 black bears in the state, and we were unofficially nicknamed the Bear State. Through the time of settlement, 1700s and 1800s, bears were market hunted for their fat, and they were almost hunted to extinction in the state. And by the late 1920s, the General Assembly of Arkansas actually made it illegal to bear hunt, to kill a bear in the state, but by that time it was almost too late.
As few as 3 or 4 dozen bears persisted in southeast Arkansas, in the bottomlands where the White and Arkansas rivers meet the Mississippi. But in 1958, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission embarked on a plan to bring back black bears.
They brought 254 bears in from Minnesota and Manitoba, Canada, and they released them at sites in the Ozarks and Ouachita mountain ranges.
Arkansas Game and Fish released bears over a 10-year period. Historical upland forest had been cut down, but their rebirth gave rise to rich wildlife habitat.
That population flourished under those conditions, and it was so successful that by 1980, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission was able to reopen bear season in the state.
Bears are back, a natural part of the landscape, as they were before our forefathers set foot here. Today, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission regulates bear hunting and keeps close tabs on the natural state's bears.
Population's thriving. We estimate that we have 4,000 to 5,000 bears in the state.
Black bears inhabit the Ozarks and Ouachitas, as well as the lower White River area.
Those three populations, we kind of treat them as distinct populations. There's not a lot of immigration and immigration back and forth into those populations from one another.
Bear season takes place in the fall in Arkansas and is controlled by various regulations and a quota system. The season has a set length, but also closes if hunters check a certain number of bears. Over the past 5 years, hunters have taken an average of 422 bears per season in the natural state. Considering there were less than a few dozen bears here just 90 years ago, it's one of wildlife management's most incredible success stories.
No other natural resource agency has ever reintroduced a large carnivore as successful as Arkansas Game and Fish Commission has. It's considered the most successful reintroduction of a large carnivore in history, not just Arkansas or the United States, but around the world.
To maintain that success, Myron Means and the Game and Fish Commission's bear team constantly monitor the state's bears. And while harvest numbers are instructive, they only tell part of the story.
Total length is 55. It's really critical for us in monitoring our bear population to kind of have an idea of how many bears are coming into the system, as well as how many bears are going out of the system that are harvested during the bear season. Well, the way we monitor how many bears are coming into the system is to have a good distribution of collared females across bear range. Of those collared females, we'll go in every year and do cub counts if they're in a cub cycle, or yearling counts if they have yearlings with them, because the cubs will stay with them for actually 2 den cycles. So by doing that, we're able to monitor reproduction effort and survival effort of those cubs up until the time they're a year old.
Radio-collared female bears are tracked to their winter dens. Bears with cubs then get a visit from the Game and Fish Commission, giving us a deeper view into the black bear's world and the work that ensures a robust Arkansas bear population.
We're going to go quite a ways further down, but I just want to tell everybody from here on down we probably need to be as quiet as possible. She's just right down below the hill here, but we still have probably another 75 yards. This is a female, black, no chest blaze, and she is 5 1/4 pounds.
Keeping track of Arkansas's black bears requires an understanding of the number of bears leaving the population as a result of regulated hunting, but it also requires insight into how many bears are entering the population.
Arkansas's bear population is really good and really healthy, but it's not like we have 20,000 black bears in the state. We only have 4,000 to 5,000 bears in the state. So it's not like you see bears all the time. So unless you go in and put your hands on females with cubs, and unless you have good data from year to year to year, you really don't have any idea of what's going on with reproductive rates of our bear population.
Game and fish biologists have attached radio tracking collars to dozens of female bears across the state. That representative sample allows wildlife managers to track birth rates and cub survival and make informed management decisions. But first, you have to get to the bear den. Reaching a bear den in the Ozark National Forest isn't the easiest task.
The experienced mothers like to have their cubs in very remote, hard to access areas. Typically they're going to den down in deep ravines and stuff like that, and a lot of times they're pretty hard to access.
With the bear den just 20 yards away, biologists Myron Means and Matt Melson quietly prepared the drugs they'll use to sedate a bear that, contrary to popular belief, is not actually hibernating.
A lot of people think bears are true hibernators, and they're not. They can go through periods of kind of a deeper sleep, but they can also arouse immediately. Even though it's really cold and all that stuff, when we do these den surveys, those females, when we go in, they can hear us coming, it wakes them up, and they're always aware of what we're doing. Some of them are more aware than others. Okay, here we go. She has at least 2 cubs. You can hear 2 different cubs feeding. We just started her, and it'll generally take 10 to 15 minutes for the drug to take effect. Boy, I'm glad I got her in the neck. God, she's huge. She is big. She's got a freaking head that wide. She's always been a big bear. Man, that's a pretty good adrenaline rush. If you're an adrenaline junkie, that's a pretty good rush. Especially when she raises her head up and looks at you 3 feet away. See how her eyes are twitching, jumping. She wouldn't pass the field sobriety test right now.
15 to 20 minutes later, it's safe to begin the den survey. The first step is taking care of Mama Bear. That drug dries out their eyes. They can still blink a little, but they don't have anything to lubricate their eyes. Adhesive bandages keep dust and debris out of her eyes and also aid in calming the female while the rest of the den work progresses. The main focus of this research is the cubs, which give wildlife managers a window into the reproductive success of the state's bears.
Black, no chest blaze.
Biologists record identifying characteristics such as color and other markings. They weigh the cubs and take a series of measurements, including body length, chest circumference, and foot size. By plugging the measurements into a formula, wildlife managers can better estimate a cub's age and determine its developmental progress compared to known averages. Over time, the information gathered from these remote bear dens allows biologists to track trends in the bear population and adjust regulations as needed.
You know, if you impact the population too heavily on bears, instead of rebounding in a year or two like maybe a deer population would in an area or something like that, you're talking about a population that may take a decade to rebound.
Because bears have relatively low reproductive rates compared to other Arkansas mammals, annual den surveys provide vital information. Case in point, there was a significant decline in black bear reproduction for 2 years after an unusually late freeze in the spring of 2007.
You know, we had the Easter freeze in 2007, which decimated the soft mass and the hard mass crop for that year. All the fruits and berries in the summer that bears eat, all the acorns and nuts in the fall that bears eat, all that stuff was wiped out. That's why we monitor these bears every year. We were able to make adjustments to our harvest strategies statewide to offset such a high harvest rate and to allow our reproductive rate to come back up to where it needed to be, so we didn't have drops in the population overall. It's kind of the checks and balances.
On average, Arkansas's black bears give birth to 2 cubs every other year.
And the gestation period is only about 65 days for a bear, which is extremely short.
Cubs are born in January, weighing a ½ pound or less. They gain about a pound a week until they emerge from the den with their mother in April. The black bear's den cycle is another natural marvel.
Once she enters that den cycle in mid-November, she will not eat, she will not drink, she will not urinate, she will not defecate.
Bears can recycle intestinal nutrients during the denning process. They also can convert nitrogen from urea into amino acids that aid in muscle development.
And they can actually come out of a den cycle, lose 25% of their body weight, which is all fat, and still have more muscle mass, 5 months, 4 months later when they come out of a den cycle with cubs.
Before this den survey ends, the adult female will get a thorough examination. This bear received new ear tags that identify her as part of the Game and Fish Commission's bear research.
I'll face it the opposite direction in case we can see her with binoculars. We'll have it coming pointing both directions.
The bear cubs go back into the den with a mother bear who's showing signs of waking from her slumber.
Yeah, she's moving real well already.
Black bears are one of the natural state's most dynamic and fascinating animals. And thanks to the work of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, the story of Arkansas's black bears continues to inspire.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Arkansas Game and Fish does such great videos.
They do. They've got
really
a
good.
ton of them. I need to download some more and get some more. Right now, I've just got the two, the bear and the wildlife, where it's covering all the wildlife in the area. But we get the Game and Fish that comes in every month, and they're such a big organization. Everybody they bring in is part of a different division,
right?
That they do something completely different. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they love their job. They love what they're doing.
They
And
do.
Ted Z came in. He talked about applying so many times and finally got it. And I mean, he loves it there.
He does. I know that's my son's goal. He wants to be the Arkansas Game and Fish. So he's going to college for some of those classes and stuff. So
yeah, he wants to be a warden.
Yeah,
game warden. He'll be out there protecting.
He loves the outdoors, so I think that'd be perfect for him.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, they just redone their app, and that got pushed out a week ago, I think. And the old app, you might as well delete it because you're going to need the new one.
Yep.
But they've also now redone their website, and it's looking real good.
User friendly.
Oh yeah, very clean, very easy to navigate, and I like that the drop-down menus now utilize the whole screen. It's easier to read, and there's so much information on here. You've got to go check it out. You can get a license straight from here. You can do it from the app as well. But yeah, it's a lot cleaner and user friendly. As Scooter said, you should really go to agfc.com and just start clicking through. You never know. I mean, go to hunting right now. Hunting season is coming along. You can view all hunting, where it's going to open up. Look at that. Buy your 23 hunting license, deer specific hunting regulations, find deer season dates and bag limits, deer zone map. Let's click on that. Deer zone map. There we go. So archery dates, September 28th, muzzleloader October 19th, modern gun November 9th. I mean, how easy is it to navigate now? You can see the different zones. Here we are, zone 3. Let's click on that and see what it does. I think maybe it'll...
Keep in mind, if you're hunting in a fish or a forestry area, you need to look up their restrictions as well, because it will not be the same.
Yep.
A lot of times it will not be the same.
Right.
Yeah, it's moving a little slow this morning.
Just a little slow. We'll click back over here. I'm sure it's going to get you into a zone, but you can see, let's see, we're zone 3, it looks like. Does it? It's hard to tell.
Can you zoom into that?
No.
I can't see it on my little screen, but yeah,
I think that's, there we go. That's what that one was.
Yeah, I think we're zone 3. We're about out of time anyways.
Anyway, go check out the AGFC website. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Thank you for joining us this morning.
We're having a tough time, but we did great. We did. Without a guest, I thought we did good. We did play one video, but then we jabbered the rest of the time.
Sounds good. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the crisp, cool weather. Wear a jacket. You're going to need it. Have a great one.